to another video, and yes, this is the final episode of how to draw a horse. So basically, on this episode I'm going to be starting off with the nose and then start shading in, well not start and finish. So as you can see, this video is extremely long because I've got to get all the things right. There will probably be another episode, like I'm just finishing off the horse, basically, like the finishing touches. So let's get straight into this. And here there is actually like a line, so I'll just add that in and just thin it up really, and then it kind of looks like a mouth at this point. But I think now all I have to do is make the nostril shape much better. So actually I'm going to rub out the nostril. So now we've got a lot to work with. So I'm going to just get the picture close to me and then start drawing. So here, just like a flat bit, and then it goes round, and then just basically to here, and then it goes round again, and then straight. So then it just does this sort of thing, and then quite thin this part of the skin, and then just does that. So here it's quite dark, and then here it's lighter. So I've got that down, and actually I think I need to do this, and then oh, snapped my pencil. That's never happened to me at all while I'm drawing, so that's something that's happened. Just move that if any of you are getting annoyed by that random piece. So I think that's it for the nose actually. No, it's not. It's completely wrong. I think I'll just... Nah, I'm fine with my pencil. So we have this straight line. It's kind of on an angle, and then it just goes round and kind of makes a bend here, a bend shape, and then swirls back. So now we've got that, I think we'll have to just make a curve here and then make it thin here, and then it does tend to go a bit thicker there, and then again thicker here. So it is quite thin actually there. Yeah, it's meant to be thin, and then just make this part a dark part, and then this one quite light. So I'm trying to make it as light as possible really. So now here we have got some darker bits, just like lines basically. So now I've actually done the nose and we can start shading in. So I'm going to start with this part. Now we did shade this in actually, but we didn't shade it in like a right area, we just done lines. So let's get this around, like sort of a round type of shading area. Just going over it, and then it will look more 3D. I don't know how that works though, but it works, so don't ask me how that works. So sorry about the flush of the toilet, that happened in episode 2 as well. So I think it was episode 2, or was it episode 3? Pretty sure it was episode 2. But here it's got another vein. Hate veins, so hard to draw. So I'll have to do that, dab the rubber on, because that vein still, it's not too good, but I think the shading will start to change the way it looks. Down here it's just got a bit of a darker patch, So, just indicating that dark patch here. So now we've got that done. I think this dent has to be, well, crease as I call it, has to be a bit more visual, and then it will just go around here. Just easily done that, but it does continue after the crease to blend, so we've got to try and do that as well, just to blend it in. So now we've got page moved. So now we've got this done. We can start actually improving the hair. So as it goes here, this is probably going to take for ages, the hair. So I'm going to just darken every line. So, and I'm not going to pause the video because otherwise it will kind of look, you won't know how to do it properly if I just pause the video. So I'm just going over every line, probably making new lines actually, and just darkening it up. Just darkening it, going over everything, and then making it really dark. So just do this for everyone. It doesn't matter how far they go, just carry on doing it. So actually I'm finding out here that I actually started to shade it in instead of doing individual lines, which is really naughty. I should never do individual, I should never shade in for hair. It just doesn't look good. I don't know why it's always individual, but it just always is. If it's not individual, it doesn't look good. So if you're still watching this video, then you still have a long way to go, because this video is probably going to be, well, right now I don't know how long the video is going to be, but I know it's going to be long, but it could easily be half an hour, this drawing video. So now we've got that, let's go over this, and just, got to add the bends here. And darken off the hairs. Just to make it look more, so we've got basically something to work with, and then we can rub out the tops, because on the picture it is actually lighter. Oh, sorry about my. It is actually lighter up there than it is down there. I don't know if it's just because it splits into half, or if it's just me. Put in the comments though, please, if you know if it goes lighter or if it's just because it separates. So, the dip. This is the most annoying part of this drawing, the dip in the head. I still can't get it right. I've experimented loads of times with it, and I just can't get something okay. Nothing looks good. So now we've got this, I'm going to rub out the tops, so just lightly, so it just looks a bit lighter, and then it will, sorry, my hand's in the way, just looks a bit lighter, and then it makes it a whole lot better, this lightening pattern, and just going over it tiny amounts, it just makes it so much better. I just don't know how, or don't know why it makes it better. It just does. So now we've done that. Here we've actually got like a light patch in the skin, I never noticed that before. So I just have to do that. Video's already 10 minutes long. And I still haven't started like properly shading. So this video is definitely going to be long. It just goes under the hair and then it just... Oh, I can't see under the hair obviously, so I don't know what happens to the light patch. So now we've done that, I think actually that's just going to be a place to put details in, like just like an area to put the details in, because it has got other hairs to put in. So just add in little lines around everywhere, and then it will eventually look like hair, hopefully. And then I will rub out the guidelines after this, so it looks okay. But it doesn't look light. I think I'll have to keep this part just dark for a time and then use rubber to make it lighter. That's another strategy to make lighter hair. Well, I've done it here, but it's another strategy. If you make a mistake, if it's too dark, just go over it and add like a rubber, and then it looks lighter. So now we've got that done, I'm going to have to, here, just before the vein, it has got a slight dip. Oh, I hate dips. It just goes like a... I think this will be easier to draw though, because it just light dip in the whatever it's called, in the skin. Just like, it's basically a thing to shade in it. It's just shading practice, really. So just add that in. So I think over here it is actually really light, so I'll have to try and do that. But with the what's it called, vein, it will stand out more. The vein will. So I think that would actually work out if it stands out more, because then it would. I don't know. It would like stand out more and then look more 3D. I'm hoping anyway. So now here actually we have well, from the dip I've got the shape wrong. Just noticed that it actually goes inwards, and then the hair are just crisscross, and then it will look like it goes inside the skin. Put in the comments if that looks okay or not, because I have to know, because otherwise in the after video, like the one after this, which will be uploaded tomorrow, and then actually I'm going to start a new project, which I think, put in the comments actually what my new project should be. Preferably an animal, because I love this series. I enjoyed it all the way through, and the what's it called, the support on this series was amazing as well. And every video like 4 likes really quickly, so really happy about that. So just now go. It has to be shoved across to this side, just to make it more stand out. And I'll rub out this line, and then it should start to go lighter here. Just make it thin and then open up here. So now sorry I'm silent again. Oh my god, I just whacked my leg off my bedside table. So now I've got this, I think I'll start drawing the hair. Just the outline, because otherwise it's going to look dark. So just the outline, then just making it really, just making it stand out more to the, like stand out from the dark shading, which we still have to get to. This video could easily be now 40 minutes long. Probably, I doubt it though. That's a big doubt, because probably this video will end at 20 minutes and then I'll look like a complete idiot saying it could end at 40 minutes and it's really ended 20 minutes long. But I try not to rush the hair because it will not look good. It will just look like a bunch of shading in, and I don't want to ruin this drawing because it looks so good right now. Right, so now we've done that, this darkness has to vanish, and then I'll just rub out this line so it now just looks like a bunch of hair instead of like just a dark line that stands out from everything. So sorry I'm silent, actually, I'm starting to get a bit silent in these videos. So now I've got that done. This actually, right, so now here, this has an eyelash, because horses have eyelashes now. And here, well not now, they've always had eyelashes, I'll just add them here as well. So now I've done that, I'm going to start off with the shading. So I've got everything ready for the shading actually. So let's start from the nose and move upwards. So here's the nose, and down here is just going to be quite dark, and then a bit lighter here, and then staying remaining dark there. So now we've got that, just add these, I don't know what they're called, just shading in. Basically here, just do cross strokes, and then it will eventually look like hair, like just muddled up hair just all around the place. And then we'll have to do that for basically the whole horse. So that's basically the shading really, but also it's got to do the like darkness to lightness and all these things. So here is actually quite dark, so I'm gonna have to just go over it, and it will eventually look darker. So now it's starting to look a little bit more darker. We can now start blending this into the light patch. So actually it keeps on being dark here, and then eventually turns lighter, and then as it turns lighter it will eventually turn into just really light, like extra light. So then actually I think I'll pause the video once I've got into the light patches. So now I've got into the light patches, I've realised the way to do this. Instead of doing crisscross strokes, just do it like random, like really big but far away, and then it will start to gradually look lighter. So here it is dark, so I'll have to show that. And here isn't that light, that is that light. This still has to have a bit of darkness to it. just add a bit of darkness. So it will actually end at the vein. So the lightness will end at the vein, and then I can, here I can then work out if it looks good or not. So here it does turn darker, so little crisscross strokes, and then it makes it darker, makes it look darker, and then it will all look it will look like the sun is shining on this part, and then on this part the sun is hardly getting to it. So now I've got this down. Here is actually quite a large dip, so I'll have to do that, and then it just goes inwards. So just pull it down, and then do the crisscross strokes again. This is still quite dark. This piece of the skin, it's still quite dark. This will have to blend in to the dark part. So now, oh, can't believe it. Only 20 minutes, like I said. It probably won't be 40 minutes. We've basically got almost everything down. So what I'm going to do now is actually make the veins look much better. Just rub them out lightly, and then it will hopefully cause this effect to make it look lighter, and then draw on top of it. So then here it actually goes quite darker, and then we can see what we've got, and then maybe create another episode. So now I've got this. I think the next episode is going to be like redoing the shading and making it look more better, because this video is already going much over the time limit. So the time limit for these drawing videos is really like 20 minutes, and it's already gone over. So trying to keep them as short as possible, but obviously this one had to be quite long, because if it wasn't long, I'll probably end up rushing it, and I didn't want to rush it, so that's why this one was so long. And if you did make it this far in the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Put in the comments anything you want, but just make a comment, please, because I love reading them. Whenever a comment comes up, I love reading it, and then I'll press on your channel. So that's another thing. If I see your comment, I go to that channel and watch their videos. So I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.